evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are all stay at home and working from home during this quarantine time. Yes, you know what? During this quarantine time, I have 3 discoveries. First thing is, another day when I walked around in my room, between the furnitures, I suddenly found it seemed that the space was smaller than before. After I think what happened, there are no way another way around. It's the furnitures, they are getting bigger, growing bigger. It must be growing bigger. Oh, that's a sad thing. I think some of you have the same experience, right? Because we cook, we eat, we don't do much. Another thing, the second thing is, I found that, I accumulated some, makeup ways how to do makeup. But, before I use them, I found I'm already getting old. When I look at the camera, I know how old I am. What can we do? And the third thing I found is good times, they don't last long, usually. When you get married, you thought the good time is just the beginning, right? The good time is starting. But soon you will find the husband you married was the one you know. And soon you will find there are probably third person, existing. You got a new job. You thought you will have a good time, after so many efforts, interviews, searching jobs, hard work, you finally landed a good job. And then just, after 1 year or two, there are recession comes, and then you face the problem no one can solve. Also, another thing, when you just had a baby, you thought you have a family, you're starting a new family, you have a lovely baby. Not long, you will find it's not you walking the dog, it's your baby walking you every day. Well, what can we do, Life is life. Today, yes, let me come back to my topic, great and great. Today, I would like to report you a person. He was a normal person, but he got a disease, a retinal degenerative disease, lead to him gradually losing his eyesight, and then finally get the blindness. He was 14. He was diagnosed that, and then when he was 25, he totally blind. How will you deal with it if it's you? Think about that. It's pretty much a teenager, facing so big trouble. But now, this person, he graduated from Harvard University when he was 19. You know what? There are 4 facts about this person. First, he graduated from Harvard University with honor degree of mathematics. 2, he currently runs a construction company in Orlando. 3rd, he started in a sitcom, television sitcom, when he was 14. Actually, he acted in many shows when he was a child. 4th, he served as a law clerk for 2 of the U.S. Supreme Justices. Can you achieve any of one of them? I think, for normal people, each of them is hard to achieve, right? But as a blind people, he achieved all of them. And now his net worth is around 22 million. We don't talk about the money, but we just say he can be a successful person. He has the grit to overcome all the obstacles and the challenges life throws to him. and become a person know his vision. How many people of us, we have eyes, we have eyesight, but we don't have vision? But this person, he lost his eyesight, but he has vision for life. His name is Isaac Lidsky. He's American. You can watch his TED talk. The name called "What Reality Are You Creating for Yourself?" And he also have a bestseller book called Eyes Wide Open. If you are interested, you can search that to have a look. Here I will touch a video about him and talking about cells. Just a glance about him. How he look like, and then how he is dealing with life. Hope it helps. Hope it will help you to think. Thank you.
My name is John Golden from Sales Pop, online sales magazine and Pipeliner CRM. And today I'm really delighted to be joined by New York Times best-selling author Isaac Lidsky, author of Eyes Wide Open. How are you doing, Isaac?
Excellent. How about you?
Very, very good. And Isaac, you have a very inspirational story and quite a dramatic one, if you like, from being a child actor, right, on Saved by the Bell. Which growing up in Ireland, I'm not that familiar with Save with the Bell, but I've seen it later because my son used to, when he was little here, used to watch actually episodes of it.
You didn't miss much.
And then you were an entrepreneur, but then you succumbed to a disease that left you blind, correct?
Yeah. So from about age 13 or so to about age 25. I slowly lost my sight to a retinal degenerative eye disease.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so for most people, or for a lot of people, even succumbing to something not even as dramatic as that, but setbacks in life can lead them to kind of throw up their hands and go, "Why me? And I can't do anything, and I'm just going to sit back." What was it that drove you on to have the successful career that you've had or you are having, and to not let these obstacles get in your way or define who you are?
In an amazing way, in a beautiful way, sort of the disease itself was kind of part of the cure. The way in which I lost my sight sort of progressively over about a dozen years, and sort of all the bizarre visual effects that were produced. Objects would appear and morph and sort of disappear. And anyway, that experience, though frightening and challenging, at first, ultimately led to these profound insights into the way the human mind works, and ultimately led me to see firsthand. I could literally see how the life we live, the life we experience, is really our own creation. Mm-hmm. And yet we feel so much of it. It feels like objective truth or some external reality that's out there beyond our control. And literally seeing that firsthand. Gaining that vision, which I call sort of living and leading eyes wide open, mm-hmm. That turned out to be really one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life, and I wouldn't trade anything for it. It's brought me immeasurable joy and fulfillment and success in my life.
Yeah, so let me pick up on a couple of things you said there, because I really like the way you framed that. But this idea of we frame our worlds and we look at all the restrictions around it, and and sort of assume we don't have any control over it. I mean, you call it. How do you break out of that paradigm?
For me, it's about self-introspection. It's about introspection, and it's about a commitment to hold yourself accountable. I mean, for me, it's a logical certainty, right? It's an obvious and inescapable truth. I mean, if you look around you in the world, you will always find examples of remarkable people who, in the most horrific and unimaginable of circumstances like Nazi concentration camps, mm-hmm. Torture as a prisoner of war, et cetera, et cetera. We find these people who, in these unspeakable and unimaginable circumstances, transcend. and find purpose for themselves, find meaning, even in cases find joy.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at people like that, and you look at examples like that, and to me, I'm left with an inescapable conclusion. It cannot be the circumstances we confront that determine the life we live, right? Our lives are not happening to us. We're creating them. Mm-hmm. And once you fully and truly believe that, and you're willing to hold yourself accountable for it, the rest is details. They're worthwhile details, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about them and writing about them.
Yeah.
But the fundamental move is one of choice and awareness.
Yeah, excellent. Listen, Isaac Lidsky, thank you. This has been fascinating, and maybe you come back again soon and we'll talk in more depth.